Everyone, and thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's 40s World, where we do soap opera reviews, especially the one on The Bold and the Beautiful. Okay, that particular one is the only one I'm covering at this time. Just got tired of doing Young and the Restless. It was just getting on my nerves. The storyline was just too weak. So, I'm going to get right on into The Bold and the Beautiful that aired for Wednesday, October 19th. Okay, I'm just going to change up names because I am so fed up with Steffi and Liam. So now when I talk about the soap operas, until they give me a better storyline between those two, Steffi is going to be known as the Miss Infidelity Whore, and Liam is going to be named the Big Dummy. So when you hear those names, you should know who I'm talking about until I change them and I go back to their regular names. But what they're giving me is just tomfoolery, just a whole bunch of mess. So instead of me cussing about it through this whole particular episode and future episodes, we're just going to name those two Miss Infidelity Whore and Mr. Big Dummy. Okay. So we go on into the scene today. We have Ridge. Ridge is trying to get his dad to sign a new power of attorney document. Of course, we were taken off from yesterday's episode, and this is where we are. Quinn is reassuring Pam downstairs that she's there to take care of Ridge. Not Ridge, Lord have mercy, loves Eric, and she's going to take care of Eric. That's her main duty. That's her job. That's what she signed up for, and she's going to complete it to the day she dies. Pam is still a little reluctant to be on her side, but she know she better come correct, or she didn't mean anything she was saying to Eric about being apologetic for not attending his wedding, being there for him. And if Quinn's the one he's going to love, then she's going to be on board with it, even though she don't like it. Okay. So Pam, we need you to just come on back up, stop, nose diving, and get on the program. Then we have Brooke. Brooke is reassuring RJ at home that his grandpa is going to be fine. But RJ is not really worried about his granddad. Not really. He's concerned about Ridge and Brooke, his mom and dad, getting back together. And he's not going to wait until he see that it's taken care of. Probably ain't going to go back to military school. But it is what it is. He needs to go back and get the heck out of Dodge of his parents' business. Okay, then we go back to Steffi. I'm sorry. The Miss, or I should say Mrs., because she's still married. Mrs. Infidelity Whore and Big Dummy still talking about being together, and then they kissing on each other. And she is, again, such the whore. Whore mentality is what she's giving me. That's her storyline. She's doing a very good job of it. Applaud her, everybody. Okay. Then we go to Big Dummy. Big Dummy's telling Mrs. Infidelity Whore to bring over some of her things so she can have some things at his house or their house. Okay, we move from that situation. We go to RJ and Brooke. They're having mother and son time, still talking about the inevitable. RJ still trying to X Bill Spencer out of the picture. When Rick walks into the kitchen and trying to see, or he kind of overhears what they're talking about, and he's in agreement with RJ about their mom not marrying Bill Spencer. Okay, then we have Quinn is trying to get Pam to feel comfortable, and then she finally hears some noise coming from upstairs, and she's kind of startled. Then we have Ridge. He's still trying to get Eric to sign a new power of attorney. He's saying if not giving control to him, it should go to Rick or Brooke or anybody but Quinn, which is Eric's wife. Eric is being very fidgety in the bed. He's not liking him. Eric is telling Ridge he shouldn't have done what he did to his wife, Quinn. He thought he didn't know while he was being, unconscious and all that, but he knew. Eric is looking like Ridge can put him back into a coma or something. With all his negative actions, he's spewing out his mouth about his wife, Quinn. And I'm like, Ridge, have you not learned anything? Have not? Okay, but we move on from that situation. We go back to Big Dummy and Infidelity Whore. They're drinking some wine together. Infidelity Whore should have been or have cut, Wyatt a loose long time ago. So he didn't have to go through all this. But, she was playing both fences, this, that, and the other. Because, she's really acting like she's single. Yesterday's episode, she was talking about she want to take things slow. She wanted to spare Wyatt's feelings, da-da-dee-da-da. Now, today's episode, she don't flip the script. First, she said she wanted, to, let things go a little bit slower for Wyatt, because she still loves him. She's still married to him. She acknowledged all this stuff yesterday. Now, again, like I said, she don't flip the script. It's all about her. Like she's living a single life. She ain't got no worries, no care, so she can be with whomever she wants to. But in the legal world, which she's not like Quinn. They signed their paperwork. It got filed. So technically, why ought to get her behind for sleeping with his brother without even being married? I mean, both of them got money, but it would. Oh, the writers could put a good spin on Wyatt suing her for infidelity. You know what I'm saying? Because he got her right over a basket. I'm like, that would be a good piece, even if he didn't do anything. Okay. And we definitely don't need no baby to come up in this situation. I don't even want to be thinking, is it Wyatt or is it Big Dummy's baby? You know what I'm saying? Because the infidelity whore shouldn't even be allowed to have babies anymore. She shouldn't even fit the bill of doing that. Because we already got one whore to century, and that's Brooke. We don't need any more. She going through the family just like Brooke went through the family. I'm like, you done had Wyatt, you done had uh, Big Dummy. Now, I say she didn't really have Bill. They kissed and cuddled and all of that and wanted to, but I guess too many viewers wrote in and said they didn't even want to see that part play out. But anyway, that didn't happen. But it's just she's just doing the same thing Brooke did. But anyway, moving on. Um, I just don't know what kind of mind games infidelity horse playing at this time. I mean, I'm just so through with her. I can't even stomach looking at her and her whining about her granddad. And just like some of my viewers of my YouTube channel, they are saying the same thing. Very smart, intelligent people that follow me. I'm like, yes, I'm understanding what you're saying. I feel the same way. Is what is going on with her? Why is she doing this? This is crazy. I mean, please go somewhere and throw yourself off a cliff. Infidelity whore, please do that for us because you're just totally ridiculous. Okay. Then we have Rick and RJ trying to take or talk to Brooke or getting her out of the marriage way of thinking that she really needs to, do this for the family. But Brooke is still holding on to what Ridge's plans are. I'm like, Rick, tell her again. Rick said, hey, all the stuff that Ridge has been calling himself getting together and putting into action, all of it has failed. So why should you put yourself in another situation? It's just too volatile and it's not gonna, do anything. We still may not get the power of attorney. And Quinn ain't doing such a bad job. She's doing what she needs to be doing. And I was like, go ahead, Rick. Go ahead, Rick. But, I'm still mad at you and in my situation trying to have another kid. But anyway, we move on. Eric is struggling to call Quinn. He just gets tired of Ridge's antics and treating him like he's over the pasture. He's insane. He don't have good sense about himself and none of that. So he just, calling, and on his hospital bed. And then Quinn does see it and she runs upstairs and she try to figure out what's going on. And he's just sick of Rich putting Quinn down. So Quinn rushes to his side. And Quinn had already said, if you upset him, you need to leave and this, that, and the third. And of course, Rich trying to buck up like he ain't going nowhere. And Eric is like holding on to Quinn like for dear life. And I'm like, wait a minute now. Y'all better back up for Mr. Forrest to tell Quinn he don't want to see none of y'all, and then none of y'all ain't gonna be able to see him. But we ain't worried about infidelity whore because she ain't never been there. And even Big Dumb ain't even been over there to see him. So I'm like, you two are just, I can't take it. But anyway, I don't know where the storyline is really coming from by Eric playing himself up to be totally dependent on Quinn, like that's his mother or something, like he's scared of Ridge, and he's just holding on to her like for dear life. And I'm like, come on, writers, you're intriguing me with what you're giving me, but then I'm like, you still making Eric look like a punk. Let's get him well. Let's get him back in his even keel where he's up on his feet and he's a mover and a shaker, so he can sell the company and get rid of all their behinds. But anyway, we go to commercial. We come back. We have Eric tells Rich he knows he was trying to keep Quinn away from him. He tells Rich to go, to leave him. He don't want to go. And but he ended up leaving on now. He gone when I'm thinking he gone, but he ain't gone, y'all. He just downstairs. Then we go back to Big Dummy and attention infidelity whore seeker. And they're making out in his bedroom. Okay, she already done pretty much said she don't want to wait. She just want to be with him and da 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 da. She's just lustful, making her the biggest whore they hit California. Okay. Then we have Rick and Brooke. They're still talking about not marrying Bill, talking about something about Quinn not getting her hands on the company and this, that, and the third. Quinn is asking Rich to leave, but Rich is telling her she's the one going to leave because she goes back downstairs, I guess, to get something for Eric, and she noticed that Rich is still in the house. Okay. We go to commercial. We come back. We have the attention-seeking infidelity whore and the whining forever big dummy. They slept together, y'all. They consummated their union, whatever it is. It ain't no union. It's just a travesty right now. Uh, she might as well just really go on and move in with them. She done did the dirty deed, and there's nothing left. You know what I'm saying? And then we go back to Rich and the last and final scene with him and Quinn. He goes and calls Quinn. She's a gold digger. While Eric is upstairs trying to rest, he's still downstairs trying to tear Quinn up. And Red is threatening Quinn while they're downstairs about telling her what he gonna do when it comes to the office, and he gonna move her out to the smallest closet she can do her little jury thing, and she just stay here and attend to his dad and da 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 da, and he gonna be calling every day, checking with the nurse, and if she gets out of pocket, then he's definitely gonna throw her out and this, that. And I'm like, boo boo, did you hit your head as you were coming down the stairs? Because don't have power of attorney, Ridge. I'm gonna have to think of a name for you because you getting kind of ridiculous too. Well, I don't even need to mention your name because you really are getting on my nerves. You just like this little spoiled brat child, can't get his way, throwing temper tantrums here and there, and bucking up at the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ugh, you getting on my nerves to be a grown ass man and you acting this way, like a child, more so a 2-year-old. But anyway, Quinn just looking at him saying, oh, okay, yeah, you're all right. Let me get my husband together. And then when he get me the mood to get on your behind and move you on out, probably move you on out the country. That's what we need, at least for a year. And then maybe you'll be able to see all your wrongdoings. I know, yes, take attention seeking infidelity whore with you, because she's gonna need you, and take the whining, ever so whining big dummy also. So they don't need to be here. They're irrelevant. But anyway, guys, that was the Bold and the Beautiful episode that aired on October the 19th. Glad to have given it to you. Hope you like my interest, my little twist on giving people names now that are not their names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I just don't want to mention them anymore by their names because it's ridiculous. And I'm gonna need the writers to pull up because they're in a nosedive situation where we're finna crash and burn with that storyline. We need to hurry, quick, fast, in a hurry, get it back into moving swing. Well, we're rocking, we're rocking, we're rolling, you know what I'm saying? But right now, we're just stuck in a ditch with this storyline and Eric not coming to full circle, getting, well, and he's on his feet, and, he can make decisions on his own without including Queen. So these people can take him much, much serious. Like I said, it just is what it is on this episode, y'all. They need to pull up because they crash if it crash and burn. Woo! But anyway, y'all, thanks for tuning in to my channel. Thank you for giving me your input, telling me what you feel about the different episodes or how I presented it. Or you telling me your spin on it because I love to hear 'em and I try to, either check the we or no, I knew you replied to me, or I actually give you a response back. Like I'm seeing your comments every day, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the interaction. So, peace and blessings to you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.